though. We talked about the Shredder shit. I didn't know he was gonna jump back on it 2 weeks later. But I'm interested. Just like Ultron Shredder, I'm interested in Tengu.
Watch out for Shredder.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for another installment of the Shredder Trials. And our next challenger has approached to be judged for the prestigious honor of having a seat at the round table.
Can he make
that
it?
Next challenger is none other than
I don't know nothing about Tengu.
demonic Avengers level threat, the Tengu
Damn.
Shredder. So we ain't gonna waste no time. Without further ado, it is time to continue the Shredder Trials.
Here we go.
Y'all ready, ladies and gentlemen? I now present to you Exhibit A, the Shredder from Hell. Now, the Tengu Shredder is from the depths of hell.
Straight like
now,
that.
I know some of y'all niggas gotta be shook. Because first we talked about an alien, and now we're talking
Shrem.
about a demon. I know some of y'all probably thought Shredder was just a human. Well, I mean, the next trial we will be talking about the human version, but
Watching the movies and old cartoons, he was just a human.
So to understand all
He was a human with his own skate park and free cigarettes for teenagers.
Now,
I watched a video of that recently, and they say how did Shredder get his name? And they said, oh, maybe he had that warehouse. He used to skateboard, and they said he was shredding shit up. Then he got too old, and they said, no, this Shredder, you know, it's just a Shredder now. So that just burned in my head. Shredder used to skateboard. He used to shred up shit.
Totally rad. 90s Shredder, baby. Totally fucking rad.
This village is burning, and people are running for their lives because they are under attack by a Tengu that was called the Shredder.
You're still 03?
Yeah, this big ass Godzilla-looking motherfucker was
It might be.
It still looks like the same
Shredder
animation.
that came from the depths of hell to wreak havoc on Earth. And look at it, he is killing niggas out here frying motherfuckers extra crispy. And this demon just wreaked havoc and destroyed everything in his path. So to stop the Shredder, the Emperor of Japan gathered the 5 greatest warriors in the world. And of those warriors, one of them was none other than the original
It's still the 03
Orokusaki.
series.
Yes, Ultron Shredder stole this whole nigga's flow to gain respect and have a higher place in society. So these great warriors were given sacred armor.
That doesn't make sense other than like this
defeat
alien
the
shows
Shredder.
up.
Now,
I want to
before
beat the
that battle
Shredder. Like,
even starts, we gotta pump the brakes because look at this shit. That is a whole village over there that has been burnt down and destroyed. And by my calculations, those villagers are 99.9% dead. I mean, let's be real. It's a demon. He probably snatched all their damn souls. But anyways, the warriors pull up on Shredder and immediately start to get washed. They stood no chance. Look at this dude and his poor horse. Shredder winded up his fist all the way to the heavens and slapped that nigga all the way to the Mississippi River. And look at bro right here. Blood tried to hit him with a mace and chain him up around his tree. But the demon said, straight up squash that nigga. So the only person that was able to give this demon a fight was none other than Orokusaki. Now Saki was actually able to damage him. He was so strong he was able to cut off the demon's arm and actually bring it to its knees. So it looked like it was all over. The world was about to be saved. Saki told him, go back to the hell from which you came from, demon. But right before he was about to give the killing blow, the demon invaded his mind and he started to seduce this man. So the Shredder made him an offer. He told him,
great warrior, I can give you everything that you desire. Money, power,
respect.
Bitches, you say? Countless bitches from across the world. All you have to do is sell me your soul.
So, after hearing the demon's offer, Saki took the deal. He sold his soul. So he destroyed the body of the demon to make it look like he defeated him. But in all actuality, the demon merged with him, and Orokusaki became the host of the Shredder. So they returned to Yamato, and they were welcomed back with a party by the Emperor and all of the people. So the Emperor is up here praising them, giving them the glory, the honor, and all the glaze. But little did he and everybody else know that the worst was yet to come. Because
Oh,
later
God.
on, right after the ceremony, Saki, or no, let me rephrase that. The Shredder came back to Yamato, surrounded by demons, and destroyed the whole place, massacring everybody. So, the Emperor? Yeah, that nigga's dead.
Damn.
Over time, he just plunged the entire world into darkness. Nobody could stop this nigga, not even armies. They all failed. He became the world's most feared warlord. And on top of that, he was a Avengers level threat. It was hopeless. This was the Demon King that all the isekai protagonists are summoned to come defeat. So there was only one way to stop this Demon King Shredder. The 4 other ninjas that used to be his teammates had to learn mystic arts so they could ascend to godhood, because that was the only way they were going to be able to stop him. So years later, after they finished training and became
showed up with
gods,
elemental powers.
they went to pick up their old friend. Now, as we can see, the Shredder, or should I call him Oroku Hefner, is having a good old time with his bitches.
The royal penis is clean, Your Highness.
There you go.
4 dragon warriors
One of the weirdest beginnings of a song.
Obviously, this man Shredder was pissed. He told him,
Oh, you cock-blocking motherfuckers. We were just about to get to the good part. Fuck you, Saki. You betrayed us. Your best friends. All for what, Saki? For a taste of pussy? Oh, don't act like I was in the wrong. Hanging out with you pussyless fools was never going to get me laid.
so Shredder attacks
Damn.
him. But the
I love that
4
video
dragons
Shredder's
were ready, because
driving-
with their mystic arts,
The beaches.
Yeah.
The beaches.
ended up knocking this man down. Hell,
Damn.
they couldn't even believe it. So the Shredder decided it was time to release his full power. So this man transforms into a dragon.
Yep,
This
there we
was
go.
wild. You had to think, oh, these niggas are about to get cooked. But then you gotta remember, oh wait, these niggas are also gods too. So they transformed into dragon avatars as well. So it was time for the final boss battle with the world
Here we
at
go.
stake.
When I say I didn't watch a lot of that 2003 shit.
So the motherfucker
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know it had all this.
back and smashes him in the ground, but this man got up.
Do like a
in
Yu-Gi-Oh
super
monster.
explosive way, sending everybody flying. The
You got
Yellow
red
Ranger
eyes, gold
flew all
eyes,
the way into
gold
a
body.
mountain. And oh my God, look what he did to the Green Ranger. Nigga grabbed her neck and planted her in the ground. Then he threw her so hard it destroyed the whole castle. But the 4 dragons were persistent. Even though they was getting their ass whooped and getting bitch
They're
slapped,
coming back.
they kept on jumping them. So then the Yellow Ranger ends up turning into Kung Lao. Nigga threw his hat and it turned into a shuriken, cutting off both of his hands. Then they start using Ki Blast to seal
Hadoukens.
this man's spirit. So he ended up running out of ki for his transformation and ended up falling all the way down to the ground. The Shredder's reign of terror was finally over.
Or so we thought.
So the 4 dragons came up with a plan because they knew they couldn't kill him because this man was an entity. Death would not hold this man back. So they decided to seal him
Put him
so
in a
he would
coffin.
never resurrect. So these 4 ninjas ended up becoming the legendary Ninja Tribunal. And their whole purpose was to watch over this man's casket and to train warriors if this man ever resurrected. And they did this for 1,700
God
years.
damn.
So everything seemed all fine and dandy. Until his acolytes broke in, stole his casket, and resurrected him. The Shredder Trials.
Come on, man.
Exhibit A wrap up. Multiple mass murders, property damage, multiple attempted murders, criminal mischief, treason of the highest, war crimes. Exhibit B.
Big Shredder,
He's a
man.
fucking kaiju.
I now present to you Exhibit B, Dark Resurrection. So, as I stated at
say, when
the
did
end
Ninja
of
Turtles come
Exhibit
into
A,
play?
the Shredder's
That's what I'm
mystic
saying.
acolytes broke into the Tribunal's temple and stole the Shredder's casket so they could resurrect him. So now we go back to present-day New York, and his acolytes are performing the ritual in the Chrysler Building. I know this man Spider-Man mad doing this satanic shit on his turf. So to resurrect the Shredder, they had to recite these words and say it in unison. So using the ancient speech to summon the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, the Shredder arose from the dead and his body was completely rebuilt into the form of a demon. And his aura was so strong, he blew the place up. So once the acolytes knew this man was back, they instantly started glazing. This nigga Shredder was on some Roman Reigns shit. The first thing he said out the casket was,
"Acknowledge me."
"Oh, yes, me lord." So Shredder was itching to do some bad things because the man's been sealed for 1700 years. But also, the acolytes told him about the Utrom Shredder and how he impersonated
He was trying to take your name
for years. And even though Utrom Shredder isn't here anymore, Karai became the new Shredder.
take it out of
this
his
man
daughter?
was lit and immediately attacked his acolytes. And bro was yelling at him and telling him,
"How dare you let those bum-ass niggas tarnish my name?"
"Oh, master, we apologize." So the first thing on this man's agenda was to head to the Foot headquarters. And while he was on the way, he decided to cause.
Oh, the Foot headquarters is seeable from every. No way, where you at?
Make this big ass tower that everybody can see. Criminal organization. If we're gonna fuck, who cares about it?
Should have kept the warehouse. Free cigarettes.
My God, this was the worst.
Oh,
We let
man.
this motherfucker right here burn alive in a car.
Murder.
Can't just get out.
Hey, this show was shown on 4Kids, by the way. So Shredder arrives at Foot Clan HQ and doesn't even decide to use the door that's clearly right there. Nah, he just blows a massive hole open. So a massive amount of Foot ninjas come up and try to ambush him. But Shredder was about to catch 100 bodies in just 5 seconds because he immediately blows up the entire area.
Yeah, y'all,
killing
yeah.
damn near every Foot ninja in the blast radius. And it went so quick, he was disappointed. Shredder looked at their corpses and said,
"You call yourselves ninja? Pathetic. Put the fries in the bag."
So then the
Damn.
Foot Clan deploys every single mech that they have to try to stop him. But they failed miserably, getting eviscerated on the spot.
Where's Stockman?
I was about to say Stockman.
Carnage, bro. They stood no chance. Nigga right here got folded like an omelet. So Shredder proceeded to get all the way to the top floor, and he is immediately met by the elite guard. The same elite guard that put Leonardo in a coma for a week. And you know what he does to these dudes?
Lumped them up.
He uses the force to grab their weapons, then just flings it at them one shot.
Damn.
The Foot Clan elites got one shot by this man. Unbelievable. So the last people to try to stop him were these
Cyber
Cyberfoots.
But this did not work at all because this man just breaks out of what they tried to seal him in and brutally snatches their souls. He left their bodies a empty husk.
Damn.
So Shredder was losing patience. He yelled,
"Karai! Bring your bitch ass out here!"
so Karai comes out.
What's
in
this
her
is there
Shredder
for?
armor.
Nah, he stole your name, all right? I ain't do this shit.
Okay, first of all, boo-boo, I'm gonna need you to lower that tone. Rolling up on my turf on some bullshit. Nigga, who the fuck you think you is? The Shredder?
Vacuum cleaner on the back.
I'm a psychologist, nigga. You don't think I can read right through your phony ass?
Newsflash, old nigga, I'm in charge now.
So Karai tries to attack him.
Nope.
But bro immediately grabs her and throws her into a pillar. And Shredder was feeling himself, yapping at her and saying,
Oh yeah, get on up, you raggedy bitch.
so bro grabbed her and threw her
Damn.
across the room again. This nigga did not come to play games. So Karai had to pull out her trump card. She pulled out some holy water and threw it on the nigga. And she actually started pushing him. She had this man scrambling. So then she kicks him on the wall and stabs him right in the gut. And bro falls to his knees. And it looks like Karai's won. But my God, this was some.
He did it. All he had to do was beat
No.
the entity, just stab in his
His
chest.
helmet falls off, and he just looks at her, and her emotions start to get the best of her.
No.
She sees his face, and she's like, "Daddy, oh my sweet child." So she comes down to try to help him because she thinks this is her dad.
No.
But he turns his face back into a demon and just starts laughing at her. She is legit traumatized, and bro just gets up and rips the sword out of his stomach. Nigga said,
Foolish little girl, you thought this weak shit would kill me?
so he turns the sword into a snake. and just has it chase her around while he's just watching and laughing the whole time she's running
That's
for her
fucked
life.
up.
This is a sick nigga. So then he comes down and drop kicks her, and she ends up running into a pole, and the snake wraps her up.
Oh,
So
no.
before he's about to
Anaconda.
deliver the final strike, he's giving her a choice of, do you want to die by my claws or my serpent's fangs? Choose wisely now. So when he's going in for the kill, she makes a hard read and ducks this man, and he ends up cutting off the serpent's head. So Shredder lost all his patience. He grabbed her and just threw her on the wall, and bro floated up to her and told her,
You dare call yourself Shredder? You fucking fraud. Take this shit off.
so
Damn.
he rips off her armor. And then he probably said the wildest line in this entire show. In his exact words, I quote,
After looking at you, perhaps I should let you live after all. You would make a fine slave.
His daughter a slave.
Based on her looks, though, not even I need you. Nah,
another reminder that this was on 4.
I need you on my team.
So the turtles
I
finally
think,
pull
yeah.
up with some new mystical abilities that they got from training with the tribunal. And this
I may look like your
has
father,
never met
but you gonna be
these
screaming
turtles.
daddy.
He was confused. He was like,
Fucking turtles. The fuck are you supposed to be? Nigga turtles?
So Shredder said, to hell with it. It's time to pull out my ultimate technique. So this man floats up and says,
Domain expansion.
Wagon.
Domain expansion.
Gotta have the
yes,
domains.
this Shredder has a domain expansion. And it is broken because his domain expansion allows him
Aren't all domain expansions
to
broken?
every
Yes.
single enemy he's killed from the dead. So all those people he killed during his conquest back in 300 AD,
Back alive.
yeah, he could bring them right back up, along with other creatures from the nether realm. So he has them attack everybody, and they can't do nothing, because every time they take one out, they just rise back up. They were going against an immortal army, but here comes Karai again, but she got a new toy. She got
What
a
the
holy
hell?
water
That's
sword.
what she had a-
So
that's what she had a
starts
vacuum
clashing
cleaner.
swords with Shredder, and she actually
Like a
ends up
Super Mario
landing her
Sunshine.
But this just pissed him off, because he walked her down and cut her sword in half. So he walked her down and had his undead grab her and hold her in place. So he is about to kill her, but Karai's boyfriend, Dr. Chaplin, shoots this nigga with a holy water gun, blowing a hole in his stomach. But this did nothing. This man was truly immortal. He started laughing. and
Kill a
just
boyfriend.
regenerated. So
Please.
he looked at her boyfriend and said,
Oh, I get it. Is this your girl, nigga? Well, if it is, congratulations. Because you have a front row seat of me blowing your bitch back out.
Ooh. Damn.
to be honest with you,
Oh, it's a tip. Oh, I thought it was actually murder.
I don't. She should be dead. Dead as hell. So Shredder blows everybody off the roof, and the turtles and everybody got to retreat. This battle was hopeless. They got their ass beat. Karai got put in a coma and lost all the drip. She has no sauce. But you know where she can get that drip back at? She can get that sauce back on CJ.
There you go.
With that 2 mil merch. Link in the description. She needed. Plug on the Shredder trials.
Exhibit B.
B wrap up. Attempted murder.
Made her cry at that.
Criminal mischief. Mass murder. Assault. Vehicular
I feel like the turtles just showed up for that one moment to help the situation.
Yeah, alrighty, ladies and gents. It is now time for our final exhibit. Exhibit C. Hell on Earth. So,
Shout out
after
to Mobb
Shredder
Deep.
brutalized and destroyed the Foot Clan in a night, he decided it's time to take over New York. So he makes his way over to the mayor's house. And instead of walking through the door like a civilized citizen, this man decides to break through the roof so he could fly in and assert his
What up,
dominance.
bitches?
So the mayor was terrified while Shredder was up here floating and saying,
This is what you deserve for those foolish tax cuts, you fat fool.
so he picks this man up and throws him to the side of the wall. That man's back has got to be broken. He threw him so hard, he made a dent in the wall. And that man is knocked the fuck out. So you just assaulted a government official, broke his back, and the way his head landed, he probably just gave him Antonio Brown levels of CTE.
Damn, that's
it was
fucked
time
up.
for Shredder to enact this plan. He started using his domain expansion to transform the entire city into hell on
I feel like you didn't need to assault the mayor to do this shit. You just did it. Why do it from the mayor's house?
Their soul snatched and turned into an
That's the mayor.
undead monster. And to make sure it covered everything, this man transformed back into his demonic dragon form and spreaded out his domain all the way throughout the entire city. And when he was done, he turned the entire city into hell. There is
Hell
a
on Earth.
fucking volcano
Shout out to Mobb
in
Deep.
Times Square. Look at the Statue of Liberty. What the hell is that?
This looks like Camden.
The Shredder wasn't even gonna stop here. He was going to spread
Shout
his
out
domain
Camden.
across the entire planet, but he needed time to rest before he could do it. So the Ninja Turtles and everybody had to come up with a plan, and that was to form the Avengers. They had to get other acolytes from the Tribunal, Agent Bishop and Dr. Stockman.
Wow, there you go.
Every superhero in the city, and Karai with whatever was left with the foot. So they all go to Shredder's stronghold and start to assault the base. So after they had to fight through floors of monsters and kill the Shredder's mystic acolytes, they finally reached his throne room, and he welcomed them in because he wanted to kill them personally because all of them were trained by the Tribunal.
These necklaces
the
on the
people that
turtles.
sealed him to begin with. But before he was about to attack, Karai pulled out some mystic ninjutsu to start draining this man's power. So this actually ends up knocking him down because they finally found a weakness against this man. This big bastard Hun walks up to bro's body and kicks him. And he's like, nigga, you ain't shit. Compared to Master Sherelle, nigga, you trash. But Hun celebrated too soon. Shredder grabbed this man, floated up and told him,
how dare you put your lonely monkey feet on my drip, nigga. You should focus on fixing that bagged up ass hairline of yours.
Damn, that's fucked up.
So the final battle finally started. Bootleg Superman Silver Century tried to punch him, but got blocked immediately, and bro started breaking his arm and telling him,
my God, your hairline's even worse. Bring it up in fashion.
No.
God knows
that's me, man.
Where did he throw him to?
Special.
This nigga to another dimension?
So this man
to the next dimension.
A massive key blast and blasts everybody outside of the stronghold and starts coming at them at full speed on a demon horse with a trident. So this man tries to impale Raphael, but he ended up dodging it, and he ends up getting surrounded by all 8 of the acolytes trained by the Tribunal.
Yeah, that's how I remember. I remember Turtles glowing with special fucking symbols and shit.
This is a lot going on right now.
Joy! He wanted this shit. So Raphael is the first one to attack, along with the bride from Kill Bill. But he throws Raphael in the shorty. Then here comes Hanzo. He gets washed and thrown to the side, just like Overwatch. Garbage. So here comes Mikey from the other side. But he gets force choked, slammed on the ground. Then he got drugged, hit Donatello, and they both got slammed on a tree with thorns. This man just hit a collateral. So then Leonardo and the last 2 dudes try to attack him, but they get hit by that Wukong immobilized, and you just see him get blown up in the distance. So this man just caught like 8 assault charges. And you know what? I saw this comment on my last video. You forgot to mention that these are teenage
Pretty much.
And you know what? You're damn right.
They came at him.
So guess what? We hitting that nigga with child abuse.
Damn.
So Master
came at him. Your child come at me?
Grieving over his sons getting their ass
Exactly.
beat. And while the ancient one is
Equal
behind
lefts
him
and
trying
equal
to
rights.
comfort him, his fat ass gets hit with back shots. So the Shredder is looking at Master Splinter, and all hope seems lost. But the Turtles' amulets end up using the power of
armor.
School, because the spirit of Hamato Yoshi comes out of the amulets, and he ends up wounding this man's soul. All of his evil energy is leaking out of him. So to repair himself, he had to take down his domain expansion and absorb all of that energy and turn back into his dragon form. So Master Splinter had to give these boys a pep talk. He told them,
oh, my sons, reach deep into yourself on some Bruce Lee shit and enter the dragon.
So these boys
like
ended
that.
up manifesting dragon avatars just like the Tribunal did in 300 AD. So the fate of the world all comes down to
Teenage
another
Mutant
Dance
Ninja
of the
Dragons.
So they start pushing them, but they getting bitch slapped. But Leonardo lands a Kamehameha and puts his ass in the dirt. But this was not gonna stop him. Raphael came in to get a bite just to get bitch slapped across New York and landed on a yacht. I hope to God people weren't on there. Then Donatello and Michelangelo take a double facial. Pause. But here comes Leonardo hitting him with a kamikaze. I hope the guy
Leo's the only one doing damage
right now, because if they are dead. So Leonardo ended up taking himself out on that shoulder bash, and Shredder got up and made his way to Karai because she was trying to use that dark magic shit on him again. So he flies down, and the first person he goes for is none other than
No!
Not Stockman.
This man can't catch a break. And
Nope.
whatever Shredder it is,
What
it
worse
doesn't
can you do
matter.
to him?
At the end of the day, they always got two things in common: hating turtles and abusing Baxter Stockman. So he
Abusing
ends
the
up
black
eating
man.
this nigga, then cocking Dr. Chaplin again. So he is about to chow down on Karai. But Raphael and Donatello grab him by the snout, and Mikey comes in with the spear, planting his big ass. And that gave Karai enough time to finish the ritual and zapping all of this man's dark energy. So they start jumping, playing ping pong with his ass. And it got so bad, he ended up losing his helmet and his gauntlet. And that is significant because that makes him a mortal being again. So Donatello comes from the top rope and sits on him. Then after pinning him down, their amulets end up manifesting the spirit of Hamato Yoshi again.
Once again.
So this man Shredder was pissed. He was yelling at him like,
I will not lose to some bullshit. This makes no fucking sense.
"You all right? It doesn't make a lick of sense, but it doesn't matter because this is on 4Kids."
There you go.
Yes, it is.
Hamato Yoshi jumps up and freezes this nigga, splitting him right down the middle.
All right, Trunks.
You stole the kill. Turtles did all the fucking work.
Conclusion. Y'all
Let's get
right,
their ass
everybody?
whooped.
We now
They
turn
put him
our
down though.
attention to the
Karai
Lord of
learned new moves to
Charges.
suck him.
And my
He
God,
covered still a kill.
Sheesh.
They got a bunch of assists.
Absolutely nasty work. Multiple charges with multiple counts. I think it's safe to say another Shredder, another seat at the table. Jesus Christ. Because this spread is ridiculous. And we still got one more to go. And this last one, he takes hating to another level.
This one's just a hater.
Before I get out of here, I just gotta thank y'all for 2 meals real quick. Absolutely insane. It's
Thank you.
Still so surreal
sir.
to me, man, because I had no clue I would get this far. I was just doing this shit in college for fun and voila. But hey, man, I wouldn't take it back. So I love every single one of y'all. And until the final trial, the Shredder Trials.
Ooh.
Another good one. He did some crazy shit. I don't think I think the Sherelle was on a different level as far as like individual.
He had a short story right here. It was more of a short.
Yeah.
Strong as hell, but you know, like
He
you said,
did more just like mass blowing shit up here and there. Like can't even count the bodies because he's just blowing up towns left and right. So you don't know how many he killed. I felt like Sherelle's was more personal the way he was handling the business.
It was hate.
Yeah.
It was hate for everybody. Hate the turtles.
Hate his
them,
own kind.
Yep. Hate my own kind.
Yeah.
It was complete hate.
This Shredder was just like, who out here trashing my name?
I'm out here.
Yeah. But still good nonetheless.
And we're gonna see what the last Shredder trial is gonna be. I can't wait for that one.
Maybe be another 2 weeks. Find out.
Hey, man.
We'll be here for it.
Yes, we will, man. And hope you guys will be too.
Blah.